All right. How's it going, everybody? Hit the likes. Hey, all right, everyone. It looks like my last video on YouTube is getting pushed out. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's had a fair few views on it. So yeah, it's just started going up today. 93 views on it now. Yeah, I need to put some more stuff out, really. But sometimes it's about getting the timing right sometimes, because certain times of day can be a bit off. So trying to find the right balance, really. Of like, yeah, it's like where the most kind of people would, yeah. Would like, watch it. So I don't know. Hi Kim, thank you for the likes. How you doing? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. Yeah, I just put a new YouTube show out. I just thought try something different. It was like a plyometric exercise. I just thought I'd just try and experiment something. I don't know. Sometimes I like to just try things out, see what works, see what's a good exercise or not, see if I can do it, see if there's any use in it. I don't know, but well, it was like a unilateral sort of thing, so maybe there's some benefit to that in terms of stability or something. I don't know, but yeah. What's up, people? How are we doing? Hello, Alondra. How you doing? Yeah, did you see my last short that I put out? I was just kind of messing around with something. I've never seen anyone do that, but I don't know if there's any use to it. I thought, oh, let's try this cool little party trick thing out, I guess. I was trying to do like one arm push up, but I've been kind of struggling with that because of trying to get the depth. It's all right to a certain point, but then it all kind of falls apart beyond a certain depth. It's it's quite tricky to one arm push up because all like the weight is on like one arm, so it's like you're trying to on one side. I mean, so like you're okay. Yeah, I'm still awake. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, where is everybody? Hello, Blake. How are you doing? You all right? Welcome in here. I hope you're well tonight. I've been doing like dead stop push-ups, which is a good one for like increasing the time under tension. Because when you're doing like a regular push-up, where you're not really focusing on pulsing at the bottom, then you're just getting some of that kind of bounce, which some might say is kind of cheating. So it's not about trying to do as many reps as you can, but trying to do the best quality reps. So that's one thing I've been learning and trying to adapt, trying to improve form, and trying to like try and keep my back somewhat straight when doing it, because that way, I'm not putting strain on the lower back, and I'm engaging the core and allowing my core to even get a bit of doing that. That's the thing, you can turn the push-up into like a core exercise if you do it properly. It's kind of like when you're doing a plank, you're engaging the core when doing that if you do it properly, but some people allow it to sag and just kind of, that's not how you do it properly. So that's something I've been kind of trying to learn and adapt. We have to be able to adapt and grow, and you know what I mean. So that's something I've been working on. So yeah. Anyway, so hope everyone's well tonight. Just gonna yeah try and just focus on just keep improving on things, improve the form, the technique, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, make sure I'm not cheating reps because I used to like do a lot of things, especially with things like body weight rolls, when I was just kind of not really doing it properly. I was kind of just the form was off, and because unless you actually look and see how it looks, then you don't know if it's you making mistakes and things. I've been practicing my push-ups. Definitely form and breathing is hard. Yeah, it's just about practice. You will get there. It's going to take some time, maybe just. But if you're struggling with regular push-ups, trying to get good form, then you can always regress and do like a knee push-up or something, or an incline push-up. Hi, Haley. Hope you're well. Or there's also negative push-ups as well, or what they call eccentric push-ups. So you just do the eccentric portion where you just lower yourself, but you try and resist that to build strength up in that part of the movement. It's the same with pull-ups as well. If you can't do a pull-up, jump to the top of the bar and then just slowly lower yourself down. And that's what I've been doing to like try and focus on trying to make sure I'm getting the full range of motion. Hello, Nature. Good to see you again. So I was struggling with lockout at the bottom, and that's something I've been working on. And yeah, thank you for the hot me, Nature. Yeah, how you doing? You're right, Emma. Hope you've had a good day today. So I don't know if I told you, Emma, but I've got this like Jackery thing, which is like it's actually a solar generator. So you can use you can use both, but you can use a solar panel to generate electricity with it. The only thing is, I haven't really used it because I haven't really had any use for it. But maybe when I actually do this whole kind of, if I do go and buy a bit of land, maybe get a property on that, then I probably would use it because like I can just put the solar panel outside and stuff. It's just I don't really want to be doing it here if I'm gonna like do that because it's like it's kind of a shared space, and I'm like, but if it'd be a good way to like kind of be more self-sufficient because I get my own. I've had a look at some land, and some's quite cheap, but then you've got to make sure certain things like you'd have to make sure it's not sloping, wouldn't you? Because it wouldn't be any good if the land's sloping, would it, to put stuff on it? Because then it's going to be at a wonky angle, and it's like it has to be about 90 degrees, whatever. Thank you for the roses, Emma. Nice one. So I've just got to make sure everything's everything's right. Otherwise, it's going to be wonky and just it's not going to be flush, is it? Because otherwise, it's like that's not no good, is it? Because then, let's say if like you spill water or something, and then what's going to happen is that water's just going to go right down to the end of it if it's on a slight slope or something. Thank you for the show, Nature. It's just all going to be wonky and wouldn't be very good, would it? So I'd have to check the land, make sure I can even put it on there, because some land just might not be practical. Some land might even be in the woods, and there might just be nowhere to really put it. So you have to make sure check everything before you make a decision and go and actually look at it. So, but I'd have to make sure I've got the money for it as well. But it's like I'm thinking maybe getting a static caravan and just like do that. Hello, Ellie, how you doing? I could get a static caravan or something. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, how you doing? Thank you for joining me again. So, a static caravan would be like, why not be free? Why not be free? Sorry, what are you talking about? It's a big step, but it'd be the best decision of your life. Yeah, I bet. Right, Emily, it's the idea of just like the whole kind of, I suppose, like, yeah, it's just because like I don't drive, so it's not really on the cards for me. I'm not really I mean, you talk about van life or something. I mean, I was thinking about that, but I don't drive, and I'm not really asked with driving. So unless someone was going to drive, then nah, I'll just kind of like. I mean, I would like to travel, but like I would just do it on my terms. I suppose it's probably good to have somewhere like to be grounded in a sense, like as in somewhere that's home. Whereas, just constantly traveling, some people might like that, but there's this whole thing of like a sense of home, a sense of a place to. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's good to travel as well. But I think finding that right balance, I think, is also good. But I don't know. It's like, yeah. Um, yeah, I hope everyone's well anyway. Just I don't know what you mean. It's like, you're talking about van life or something along those lines. Like I said, that's just not really practical for me. Maybe when they bring out self-driving cars or something, I don't know. But I'm not going to be actually trying to go through the whole process. And besides, they're not even cheap to run these things, are they? The vans are not really cheap. So, with all in the insurance and stuff, yeah. Anyway, um, you always have someone to try and kind of like, I don't know, find some hole in whatever it is that you're trying to do or something. Yeah, they are expensive to run. Yeah, yeah. It's like you've got to. Some of these. It depends on what you want to do. Some people even live in their frigging car, which there wouldn't be very much space, would it? But the thing is, if you're buying a van, like, it's probably going to cost you a good bit to like kit it out and make it actually like. I suppose you'd have to do that with say like any type of living space or whatever. But I suppose with like certain, let's say if you get say if you get like a mobile home or something, you probably get some things already fitted in. I was thinking, oh, what if I wanted like electricity then? But I could just, I mean, the solar panels might work for if I could somehow have like enough of like a storage in it. But I might have to just kind of charge it up, like I'd charge the generator up or something somehow. If I wanted some electricity or whatever in winter, just charge it up somewhere. I don't know. Maybe someone will let me use their mains or something. But yeah, there's a lot of options. Yeah, but I was thinking, what about things like washing clothes and stuff like that? That was something I was really thinking about. If I wanted to live that kind of lifestyle, how would I go about that? Unless I was to go to the laundrette, but then that would kind of defeat the purpose of it, because then you're even more dependent on, like the system then, because you have to. But then it's like you're having to pay someone else to do it, or to go somewhere to. It's like the idea of like, yeah, but yeah, it's like yeah, well, yeah, the hand wash doesn't sound very ideal, does it? Hmm. But they're not even cheap anymore, are they? Going to a laundrette or something, not exactly. Could probably set you back about 40 quid a month is what I kind of estimated it to be, depending on how much you use it, which, is not really cheap, is it? Could be more than that actually in some cases. So yeah. um. Anyway, hope everyone's well. But there is options though. But yeah, yeah, just be a nudist. Yeah, that would be a thing. I suppose if you was in your own, if you're away from society, then you could just be a nudist, right? Depends on, yeah. But then it would probably cost more in heating or something. Oh yeah, just wear a leaf. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you see these like dresses and stuff of people wearing like women wearing a coconut bra or something. Oh goodness. Yeah. Anyway, how are we doing tonight, people? Share the live if you can. All these like hippie kind of people, you know. But yeah, like I said, I've got this Jackery thing, this generator box that I've got. It's cool. It's even got like a torch thing on it, so it gives you some light as well. So it's yeah, it gives you like a display of like percentage battery, things like that. So it's got a lot of features. It is quite expensive though, but maybe I could at some point be like a the affiliate for it or something. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Because just say I could try and get in with like certain communities and then like start promoting things, if you know what I mean. Can't ask why you changed your mind on learning how to drive. I just can't be asked. Quite frankly, I mean, I can't be asked going through the fucking system and just trying to do all that, just to end up having to spend all these bills on all that shit. Good reason, lol. Yeah, but it's like it's just the whole thing of like, okay, so I go through all that just to end up with all these liabilities and extra stress. I just don't really need to, you know. The only reason I'd think it's just it can be handy for certain things. Did you say you drive or something? I mean, it can be handy for certain things, but I was even thinking about getting a boat, wasn't I? But then it's like when I looked at the price, you know, the cost of all that, that's going to be even more expensive than things. So you drive, yeah. Some people have to, I guess, but I'm trying to look into like you know keeping costs down to a minimum, and then yeah. Um, I was looking into like electric quadricycles, but they're like kind of you still need like a moped license for it, but it's like not as much as like a driving license, and but they're not that useful for a lot of people. Like they're a lot smaller and they don't have a big like range on them, and they can take like hours to charge up. So not really that practical. Yeah, yeah, having a car is like a liability. It's like you can be you know paying like thousands of pounds every year. So I was looking into like you know say you know putting a you know some caravan on the land, but it's like because I don't necessarily have to drive to be able to do that. Like even if yeah, if it's a place on things on wheels, whatever. But it's like I don't need to be the one. I maybe my dad could help me out with that or something. I don't know. If I did get one, I could just have someone help me. You know, like what they call it, park it up and what's the word, site it. You know, it's like just. But there is like obviously caravan sites, but then you've got to pay site fees. So that's like you know kind of what is it, ground rent and service charge. I mean, it can cost you up to like £4,000 a year or so in some cases. Sometimes it's more. You know, it's literally like what some people are paying for rent. Of course, you know you don't have like what is it, council tax to pay, but it's like if you're living on your own land, you probably don't have to pay council tax because you can just claim that you're living somewhere else. You know, I bet those storage units being converted into home. I've seen that. I watched the channel. I think it was called some Oliver something. I think it was called because that's how I found out about the adverse. He would explain about the adverse possession thing, squatters' rights. He was making these videos, and I remember he was like dicking around on some like little skateboard thing around the storage units. It was quite funny, and he almost got caught or something. And he was like showing like how he converted into them. Also like garage units as well. I was looking into that. People use you know putting you know turning garage is into a home, but they're going to be very cold in winter, very hot in summer. So you have to make sure that you've got you know like air conditioning for summer and heating for winter, because otherwise it's going to be like not practical, is it? So there's a lot of things that have to be kind of you know taken into account with that sort of stuff. 'cause it's a different type of building, but you have to apparently change its use to like a residential use or whatever, as opposed to just a storage unit. So, but then storage units, they tend to not let you live in them. So people tend to do it in secret, which is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Because like, you're kind of, it's like forbidden sort of thing. It's like, you're in these, it's like being in a liminal space kind of thing, isn't it? I'd love a small wooden cabin in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that'd be good. But don't they quite easily get damp though or something because of the materials? I don't know. But you just have to be careful with those sort of things, I guess. Anyway, let's see what's in the YouTube chat. Is anyone there? I don't think there's really much going on, is there? That's the problem with our weather. Yeah, it'd be good in somewhere like maybe the Mediterranean or something like that, where it's a bit drier. But here, it just like the winters just get very, very like bleak and wet, you know, and it's just, yeah, because it can like cause damage to buildings and stuff like, yeah. Um, but yeah, so just looking at like, maybe like a static caravan, probably be a good idea, something like that. Or a lodge, one of those type of things. I was looking into like a prefab. I don't know if I could technically do that on my own land, but there's this whole thing of planning permission. But I saw this thing that if you don't get planning permission, then they ask you about, oh, do you have permission here? And then you can just apply for something called retrospective planning permission, something like that, where it's like and then they usually just like let you do it or something. So it's not, I don't know. It's yeah. It's like there's a lot of like myths out there, it seems, of people saying, oh, you need this and that. But I mean, I don't know. It seems like there's stuff out there to like fearmonger people and stop them from actually doing it. I don't know what you think about that. It's just because I'm pretty sure it's like if it's your land, you should be able to just live on that, right? There's nothing to stop you, right? It's like they're just pretty sure there should be some right that if you own that land, then you have a right to live on that land or something. You would think so anyway, because you own the damn thing. As long as you're not harming anything, as long as you're not like causing any damage to the earth or anything like that, causing any, sort of hazards or anything like that, then, as long as you're not breaking any laws. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for the likes. What is going on in here tonight? It seems very dead. What the hell? We had like quite a few in this morning, but I don't know. I might have to restart it or something. It's just frigging dead in here. What's going on? Gotta get the dog. Okay, no worries. Right, take care. I might have to restart on TikTok or something. Just there's just no one really coming in here, is there? Oh well. It seems like sometimes if they push one out and then they just hardly push the next one out at all. I don't know. Anyway, if it continues like this, I might just yeah. So I'm just gonna restart it, guys. See if it does any better. Hello, Erin. How you doing? I'm just gonna restart the live. I think because I don't know what else to do at this point. It's just kind of dead in here. So I'll be back in a sec. All right. Don't seem like there's much going on over on YouTube either. I don't know. It is what it is, really, isn't it? All right. Is anybody still there? Hope everyone's well tonight. All right, everybody. Hope you're well. Share this out if you can. All right. I don't know how I keep doing this, but everybody okay then? Hi, Mike. How you doing? Welcome in here. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hi, Sarah Louise. How you doing? Hope you're well. Good, thanks, mate. How are you? I'm okay, thank you. Hi, Haley. Welcome in. How are you? Yeah. I'm doing fine, thank you, Sarah Louise. I'm just restarted the live because there was hardly anybody there. So yeah, I don't seem to be much going on YouTube at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. I'll give it a few minutes. If it doesn't pick up, I'm probably just gonna finish early tonight. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? I need to try and get more videos out. Really. It's getting harder now for views. Yeah, it was all right this morning, actually, to be fair. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was a bit more busy, but it just depends, really. I don't know. It just seems to be one of those that kind of comes and goes. It's just not consistent. I remember back on old days of YouTube, I had a channel and it was pretty consistent. I kind of knew what to expect. I'd rather kind of know what to expect with it really than to just be like getting random numbers and not knowing if it's going to even do well at all, and it just makes you confused. And yeah. Anyway, gotta try and not just dwell on that really. Anyway, so apparently there's 6 on YouTube now. Hello everybody. Hope everyone's well. Is anyone going to talk to me? Hello Olivia. Welcome in. How are we doing tonight, everybody? Is everyone okay? Sorry if I'm kind of boring, but I guess I'm not really everybody's cup of tea, really, am I? Hi Sal, how you doing? You alright? Welcome in. Yeah. Any questions? Well, this is exciting, isn't it? I don't know, I'm just I don't even know what to say right now. I kind of feel lost. I don't know. Sometimes I feel kind of lost in here, like I'm not grounded. I don't know. Like I'm just kind of floating about aimlessly with no direction. Story of my life, really, isn't it? And a lot of people say, that a lot of them feel like that as well. That there's no real direction with their life. They just kind of, there's a bunch of trial and error, basically, without really any sense of it going anywhere, but trying to just focus on, like I said, trying to look into that, getting some land or something, because that would be something good, I guess. But I guess no one's interested in hearing me talk about things like that. Hi, Alex, how you doing? Is everyone all right tonight then? Yeah, I'll just give it about another 5 minutes, see if any more people show up, but I might just finish it. I don't like to come on just to feel kind of, unwanted. I'd rather do something else than feel like that. So I'll give it a couple more minutes and see what's going on. But, people just in, out, they're not sticking around at all. People only seem to be interested if there's drama or something. Pretty sad, really, but oh well. Sometimes it can just make you feel a bit burnt out. Sense of Groundhog Day and just mundanity, whatever it's called. Everyone all right tonight? Hi, Tyner Stewart. How you doing? Hang on a sec. All right. How we doing tonight, everybody? It's been a long time. Yeah. Didn't you used to come to my live or something a while ago? Yeah. Yeah. I think you did, didn't you? I remember you blocked me or something. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Yasmin. I actually had to start another account on here, really. All right. Yeah, I don't know. God knows. All right. Well, yeah. Anyway, well, welcome back. Anyway. Yeah. So I remember you was into was it kickboxing or something like that? If I remember. Yeah, and I think you was from up Newcastle way, if I remember. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of been trying to do some doing some kind of yeah. But just do some and been doing a lot of body weight exercises and things, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, things like that. Yeah. I just saw you this new thing that I've been kind of working on. If you want to see, just just some random exercise. But I don't know. There's a lot of different things I've been doing, but I like to just mess around with different things and shit. But hi, thank you for the likes, Madrin. Are you still there, Tyler? Thank you for the likes, everyone. Nice one. All right. You can do like the plyometric push-ups, like. I was trying to do like one arm, but can't get all the way down with it really. Fuck. All right. Oh, really good for you. Trying to do some like kind of. Hang on. Thank you for the likes. How are we doing tonight, people? Also, let's just try and get the angles right. Some call it side plank raise. Looks like this. How we doing, people? Hope you're all well. Welcome. Thank you for the share, Mawit Abigail. Thank you for following, Mickey. How are you doing? All right. How are we doing tonight, everyone? Hope everyone's well. Share the live out if you can. Yeah, we're all right, everyone. Thank you for the share. All right. Don't seem to be much going on over on YouTube.